Hello everybody. I decided to do this video today on the move because I have some free time and it's cool in here and I need to pick up a few things, so I thought, why not do my video in here? And so I wanted to talk about the dangers of social media. I've been on here for a while on Facebook, Instagram. I've never really had a Snapchat. We used to have Bebo, Crashbot, I think that's what it was called. But we had a lot of different, moving social media trends. And I wanted to really talk about the dangers. Now, while there are a ton of benefits to social media, you have the ability to communicate with others that you don't see. You have the opportunity to be around your family and friends without you necessarily physically being there. You have the opportunity to push different ideas in your business, and you have the platform where you can, really cause change in your communities at large. So you have so many things that you do that can cause you to have such an awesome impact in the lives around you through social media. However, I'm gonna try to get this mask to see if it'll close some of my pores. But throughout that time, I think that we don't realize how dangerous social media can be. I find the more I look on Facebook and Instagram and different sites, I find that we lack the social communication to be able to settle our differences without running to a screen and a keyboard, whether that means you do it on your phone or whether you do it on the internet. I find that we lack the social fortitude to resolve issues other than on Facebook, and it's a problem. It's become such a big deal because, especially as people of God, we should be able to go to each other when we have a problem and resolve those problems without them ever getting to social media. The more I look at social media, the more I become cautious, not in a good way, but of course a bad way, because how many times do we see people on Facebook and Instagram and even like Snapchat, and we talk to them for a long period of time on those sites, but when we see them in person, we don't even say anything to them? Like, that's a huge problem, because what that means is that we can be online friends, but we can't be real life friends. And to me, it doesn't make sense. So, I guess my question is, what do you think? Do you think that it makes sense that I am so cautious now looking at social media and how we use it and how we abuse it? We talk about each other on social media. We throw shade on each other on social media. How does that make us better people? How does that make us, positive forces in the world? What does that say about us, that we can't have conversations over the phone? Like, what happened to phone conversations? What happened to in-person conversations where we hash out our beef without going to Facebook or Instagram and being petty? And so I guess my video for today is understanding that social media was always made to be a communication aspect and not a crutch. It was supposed to enhance our daily lives. It was supposed to enhance the way we communicate with others. It was supposed to enhance how we care for one another. In my opinion, it was not made to beat each other up and cause people to now have these issues with other people, as well as having insecurities. I find that when I first got on social media, of course, I was doing it to be around my family and friends, and to see my family and friends that I don't see on a day-to-day basis. Like, my sister now lives in Texas, so I use social media as a tool to kind of see each other. We do Facebook Messenger videos every day to make sure she sees her nephew and that we form that bond. However, I realized that social media had a huge impact on my life and how I saw myself for a long period of time. So my life was dictated off likes and comments, and that was an area and time of my life where I was very insecure about myself, and it didn't make it better, it made it worse. Actually, that started my road to anorexia, my road to having low self-esteem, to the point where I thought about suicide. These are the issues that happen when you open that Pandora's box of social media. I'm just picking up my card. But it's very important to think about the effects of social media and how it really plays a part in our lives, and how we need to kind of etch that line of what we are willing to cross. And especially as believers, we have to remember that the Word of God talks about oughts, and if we have an ought toward our brother, we should go directly to them. We should not be petty and make statuses and videos. And I even see, and I will directly let these people know who they are after I cut this video off, because I'm very direct. But I think it's even sad when we have people of the cloth, like pastors and people like that throw shade toward other people when they can just directly say who it is. Like, you have a tag. And it's not just one person. I think that's what I've been thinking about for the past couple weeks is, what do we do on social media? Like, what is our motivation? Like, why do we do what we do? Does it encourage anybody? Does it cause anybody to change? Does what we post cause people to come into salvation? And yes, social media is yours. It's yours. Statuses is your platform. But at the same time, you represent somebody other than yourself, especially for us believers. Now, for those that are not believers, you can post whatever you want to post, but you have that freedom. But for us that are believers, what are you posting? Like, what is it? When people look at it, what are they saying? What are they thinking about when you post things? And does it make you better? And I think about it now, like, the things that I post are things that mean a lot to me, whether that is my struggle, whether that is my son, whether that is my family, whether it's a funny video. It's stuff that I think that would encourage someone else. So I guess that's what this video is about. We have to be very careful about what we do. We look at so many things on social media. How many people have committed suicide? How many people have done horrendous things on these lives? And how we get worse and worse. Like, this world has become so materialistic, so egotistical, so selfish, that we talk about each other without the thought that, man, this person still has to live every day and with their struggles and with their pains and with their hardships, and the enemy is still in their minds. And what we could be doing is encouraging people, but what we actually are doing are talking about each other, beating each other up, slandering each other, and all of that is against the Word of God, especially if you're a believer. So in all, while I'm doing this, because I'm looking for some soap and I cannot find the one I want, but in all, I would encourage us to look at ourselves, examine ourselves, and see if what we do is presentable, and if it is positive, and if it's going to make anybody better. So I really hope that it helped somebody. I hope this video has done something to encourage you, or at least make you think, why am I getting down like this? Because I'm looking for my soul. Okay? But I just want to say that I love you guys, and I hope that if I post anything that is offensive to anyone, I would hope that you guys love me enough to let me know. If I was posting anything that was dangerous to myself or those around me, I would hope that somebody would let me know. And I guess that's my thing as well. I love people enough to let them know when I feel like they're on the edge, or not when I feel like, when the Lord shows me that they're on the edge. And I love people enough that even if they're mad at me, that really doesn't mean a lot to me, because I care about you more than what you understand. And I think that's what a lot of people don't get, is that when I care about people, I care about them. Whether they get mad at me, stop talking to me, are irritated by me because of my honesty, that's neither here nor there. But when it's time to be honest, when it's time to love you enough to hurt your feelings, that's what I do. Okay, that's the type of friend that I am. And so when I look at social media and I see people disrespecting themselves, and I see people, really not, doing what they're supposed to be doing, I get concerned, because I only want the best for you. I don't want people to be insecure. I don't want my friends to feel like they're less than. I don't want them to feel like they're not valuable. I don't want them to feel like they're not special. But when you count on social media, and this is something that I want everybody to take in, is that when you count on social media to establish your self-esteem, when it doesn't answer you the way you want it to, your self-esteem will be non-existent. When you only substantiate your value on how many likes you get, how many shares you get, how many comments you get. You put yourself in a very vulnerable position to be hurt, disrespected, and made a fool out of, because some people just like your statuses just because, okay? Some people look at your videos just because they know you, just because you're nice or they're nice. So we have to be very careful, and I guess that's what I'm saying. You have to be very careful when you start talking about social media and what you want from social media, because it's a tool. That's what it's for. It is only a tool. It is not for you to overuse it and have it become a god. And that's what a lot of us have done. And we have to catch ourselves. I have to catch myself and understand that social media is a tool. It is not my God. It is not what I do to feel important or valuable. And that's why I make sure, and I don't know if everybody does this, but I truly do, that before I post something, I look at myself and I say, okay, is this a post that after whatever happened, whatever emotion you feel right now, will you still want to post this later? And I think about it, and most of the time I say no, I'm not going to want to post this, or I'm not going to want to see this tomorrow or the day after, because a lot of times we just post things because we feel it at the moment, and then after we post it, now we regret it, and so I just try to be very careful, okay, you guys, and I try not to post things out of emotion, especially like when I'm done wrong, or when I feel disrespected, or when people do things that I find is stupid. I try not to post, because that doesn't make it okay. And especially I will especially say this: I never post when my husband and I have a disagreement. I never post. And it's not because I want people to think that our lives are perfect or our marriage is perfect or anything like that, but I don't post because it's not your business, and I think that's a lot of times people don't understand, is that you do not post when you get mad at your spouse, and when I talk to people, I tell them that do not post when you are mad at your spouse. Do not post when you're mad at your family members, because it will be a very emotional, irrational post that you will most likely regret later. Okay, then you will cause even more dysfunction in your relationship, and it will cause people to look at you in a different light. And I'm always thinking about what I'm doing and how people are affected by it. And so there's a danger of social media where we think it's okay to be irrational because it's just a platform, it's just a post. And you can look on Facebook and Instagram and all these other sites and see how successful a successful platform can be. And so when you don't post things irrationally, and I even say this is just my thing, I don't post things when I'm angry. I don't post things when I'm super duper emotional, because it will cause havoc, okay, in my whole life. I can remember when I was pregnant and I was on a huge roller coaster of emotions, okay, you guys. I would not post a lot of things. Like, I wouldn't post things about my family. I would not post things about my husband, because at certain times in my pregnancy, all of those people made me mad. But I didn't post things about them, because one moment of dysfunction does not mean that there is a life of dysfunction, okay? And so we just have to be very careful about what we post, why we post it, what's our motivation. And I just want to encourage people just to be careful. Be careful of what you do. Be careful of how you talk to people on social media. Like, be careful, because believe it or not, people are looking up to you. People are looking to you for something, okay? I know a lot of people don't feel like they have, any type of effect on other people, but all of us influence someone, whether we like it or not. All of us influence the way a person thinks, the way a person, feels about a certain thing. And so we have to be careful of the platform that we have. I'm slamming down a shoe because I'm trying it on. But we just have to be very careful about what we do, what we say, and how we act, because people are looking to us, okay? And I understand that people are looking to me. So even in my struggle of, and in my opinion, I feel like I'm almost out. Thank you, Jesus. But in my everyday struggle with overcoming postpartum depression, I find that I can't post everything, okay? Because depending on what I post, I could mess up the fact that my job, one of my gifts, is to encourage other people and is to encourage women around me. And it will not look good or positive at all, okay? At all. If I'm always in my feelings, I'm always angry, and I always post this stuff because they'll think that I'm an angry, faithless woman. Okay? The reality is that I'm none of those things. And so I have to be careful of what I post. And a lot of times people are like, well, this is my Facebook, this is my social media, I can post what I want. That's fine. But then you get mad when people look at you a certain way. But it's because of what you do. It's because of what you post. You have to be careful, you guys. And then you get mad when people talking about you. Stop giving them stuff to talk about. And I think it's so funny that when people talk to me and they talk about myself and my husband, they always say, well, we didn't even know y'all was dating. We didn't even know y'all was dating. Y'all just up and got engaged. It's true. Because it wasn't none of y'all business anyway. Jag is. But the reality is this. We didn't post anything because we didn't want each other to look like a fool if it didn't work out. Okay? That's the danger of social media as well, because you start telling everybody you dating everybody, then after a couple people gonna start thinking, how many people has she dated in the same circle of people? And if they don't know, how they gonna talk, you know? And so for myself and my husband, when we came out and we were engaged, nobody could say anything about me. How could you? I didn't post anything, okay? Nobody could say anything because we were careful. And that's the benefit of social media. You don't post people, and I don't post people on my social media until I see that they have a future in my life, okay? And that is what it is. Like, I wasn't posting people that I was just talking to because I might decide that I don't want to talk to them anymore. But for somebody who had a lasting impression on my life, and I knew they were going to be in my life, I didn't post him until we got engaged, and he didn't post me until we got engaged. Now, the other gag is, a lot of times we post the statuses that were necessarily about each other, but nobody ever knew because we only used one word, okay? And nobody will ever figure out that word. If y'all can find the word that we were using the whole time, if y'all could tell me, I'll give y'all something, okay? But y'all probably not gonna figure it out, okay? But I just really want you guys to know that it is so important that we value social media, because it is an awesome tool for moving and pivoting yourself to the next level. It is an awesome tool, you guys. However, social media is dangerous. Social media has been the cause in, really rooting a season of low self-esteem in individuals, okay? I will say, like, it really has. And I usually try to tell my testimony as much as I can to let people know that social media is dangerous, you guys. Social media will start having you thinking you crazy, like having you thinking that you're not attractive, having you thinking that you just don't have it. And that's not true, you guys. And so we just have to be so careful what we post, what we do, what we say. Because it's really important, you guys. And I love you guys, and I want you guys to know that you just can't be posting crazy stuff, okay? Because then you're going to want somebody to pick you, and they're not going to pick you because you scare them, okay? Don't post everything on Facebook, please, because everything don't have you looking at in a good light, I want y'all to be happy, and that's God's will for us, is to, be prosperous. You can't be prosperous just doing and saying anything, okay? It's dangerous. I'm telling you this because it really struck me as odd that we say so much stuff behind social media and we never tell people this stuff to their face. That's the dangerous part. If I say something on social media, you can bet that if you ask me what I said in person, you're going to get what I said in person. And it's not because I'm like super I told you so, or I have super attitude, but I'm honest. And a lot of us say this stuff on social media, and we throw this shade, and we post these really ambiguous statuses, but we don't say this stuff to people's faces. And that's my problem, is that we have this false form of confidence where we feel like we can say whatever we want to say, and then when it's time for us to be checked on it, now you quiet. I don't respect that, you guys. I'm just being honest. I don't know if you guys do, but I don't respect stuff like that. It really makes me upset. It really makes me mad, you guys. I'm telling you that, and I'm telling you, it's not unrighteous indignation. It's sad because we say stuff. We say stuff without even thought. Like, we say stuff about, people that's not true. Man, we say things about God that's disrespectful, and then we wonder why. We wonder why people don't want to be around us. We wonder why you can't find you a spouse. If you would just be careful about what you say and what you do, I'm telling you, you will be a much better person. You will have so much more peace if you just be careful about what you say and what you do. I'm telling you guys. I'm telling you what I know. Just a little background about myself. I was very active with social media because my major in college was PR with, communications and things like that. And I used to talk to people all the time. I used to talk about companies, about the effects of social media, its benefits, its consequences. And I'm telling you guys, social media can set you on a path of success and revenue and things like that, but social media can also hurt you. It will mess your life up. It will mess up your relationships, all because you don't know what to post and what not to post. Okay, if you're in an uncompromising position, I don't know what that position might be. That's not my business. You shouldn't post that on Facebook, okay? It's already bad enough that you're in that position. You should not post that on Facebook or Instagram or nothing else. I understand this is your platform, this is your life, but if you care about what other people think about you and how people value you, you have to be very careful about what you do, you guys. I'm telling you that this is something that I know. You cannot just post anything and think that it's okay. You can't say anything and think nobody's gonna check you about it. Guys, where do we get off thinking that? We could just say whatever we want to say. Nobody's gonna say anything back to us because we're just us. Who does that? I'm looking at these things right here because I really want one. I'm not going to turn it around because you guys are going to think I'm petty and my husband going to know where I am. Well, he does know where I am, but he doesn't know that I'm buying stuff. I haven't bought anything yet, babe, though. Don't tell him I bought anything yet because I didn't. If y'all tell him, that mean y'all lied. But I'm just going to put this in here just in case. But I don't know. I made this video today because I didn't want to do a sit-down video. I wanted to do something different, something else. And I wanted to talk about something that I have been thinking about for a while, and that's social media. How we use it, how we abuse it, its benefits, its consequences. And it's sad, you guys, because, like I said, people have become so successful off of social media. That is crazy, okay? And for those of us that have, like, these huge plans, these huge gifts that God has given us, like, social media can open up so many doors for us. However, at the same time, social media can mess us up because we say things and do things on a hunch or just, a random desire. And then we find that, boom, now people don't want to be around us. Boom, now people don't like us. Boom, now we done made people mad. Boom, now they unfriended us, they unfollowed us. Boom, now they blocked us. Boom, now we in church with them and they don't want to be next to us or talk to us because we hurt their feelings. Okay? And so, a lot of times we have, and this is the last thing before I get off this thing, a lot of times we have these social media beefs, okay? We have these social media platforms. We have this social media courage. But these real life insecurities, we have these real life problems, we have these real life consequences to these technological hunches or these technological things that you say. And it's sad because, a lot of us say this stuff on social media and then we don't think about the effects that it has on us in real life. Okay? it makes me so careful. It makes me so cautious because, you know, as Titus is growing up, I don't want him to think that if he doesn't get, you know, I don't know what social media will be like when he gets to the point where he uses it, but I never want him to basically root his value in whether somebody likes or dislikes him, like whether somebody follows or unfollows him. I don't ever want him to feel that or think that that defines who he is or his value. And that's what I have to tell myself, or what I had to tell myself then, is you don't want, you know, if somebody likes you or dislikes you to be what defines you as an individual, because God's word defines you. And if that's not good enough, why do you serve God anyway? If you're not looking for him to define you, what are you doing? Like, what, you want somebody's post to define you? You want somebody's shares to define you? You want somebody's likes to define you? What do you want? And I even had to think about that because I was singing at a service, and I was one of like many people that sang, and I started to think while I was up there, like, I wonder if they like this song I'm singing. I wonder if they, you know, if they appreciate it or whatever. I wonder whatever I was saying in my head. I can't even remember what I was saying at this point, but I had to catch myself, man. I did. I had to catch myself real quick, because it's like, who cares if they like it? Who cares if they like it? I'm not doing it for them anyway. I'm doing it for God. And if you post things for other people rather than you, they're not the problem if they don't like it. You're the problem. Because you shouldn't be caring if they like it anyway. What? So, I know this is kind of random. I'm walking around Meijer because that's the closest store to me right now. Not really doing anything, you guys. Just looking for some things, some essentials, and poking around these clothes because I didn't know Meijer have all of these cute things. But yeah, I'm about to check out, but I just wanted to do this video because this is going to be my video for today. I think this is day 9, and it is the dangers of social media. I hope you guys like and subscribe my YouTube channel, Kiera B. Gladney. I love you guys. I hope you guys have a fantastic day. It's so sunny, but it's not like super hot, which I love. If anybody wants to know where my son is, he's over his godmother's house doing his thing, having fun, and I am so grateful for her being in my life because she is amazing. But yeah, I love you guys, and I hope you guys have an awesome day, and I hope that you are encouraged by this. I hope that this video makes you think, because it definitely made me think about how I think about myself and how I look at other people. And yeah, I want God to be glorified in everything I do. I don't want to make him look bad, and we shouldn't make, you know, God look bad. We shouldn't want to anyway. So that is my post for today. I love you guys, and yeah, I'm out. So let me ask y'all a question before I leave out, okay? Y'all think this cute? Like this, like, style cute? Somebody answer, okay? Answer before I get out of here, because, you know, I'm probably not gonna buy the shirt because my cousin just said on here that he was gonna tell, so I don't want him to tell. Please don't tell on me. But yeah, that's all I'm doing right now. I'm about done. I'm done. I'm just looking at cute stuff, not doing anything. Walking around, taking some me time. I guess this is me time. Just to sit and to think, or to walk and to think about the things that I, you know, think about in my head. So yeah, they have a bench here at Meijer, so I'm gonna pop a squat. You can rock it. But y'all like this shirt for real? I like this shirt a lot, actually. Like, I can wear it with gym shoes. I think it's pretty cute. I think it's pretty nice. So yeah, I love you guys. I hope that you are so encouraged by this. I hope that you are having a great day. Y'all see this scratch on my head? It's right here. And I see it. But my brows just they got tinted yesterday. I like them a lot. But yeah, I I just want us to really value social media because it's an awesome tool that will have you gaining not just followers but gaining friends. Like I've gotten real friends, I'm serious, like real friends that have my back off Facebook. Like I've called them when I was in need. Like I love them. We have like fellowship as sisters, and we started off on Facebook. There are individuals that I've talked to on Facebook and encouraged that have affected my life in the most positive way because of Facebook, you guys. Like for real. Facebook is so valuable. Instagram is so valuable. These social media sites have such benefits. But when we abuse them, when we abuse them, we cause not only us to look bad, but we, cause God to look bad in a lot of different instances. But this last plug before you guys go off, Harold Perry said that while you're on Facebook, add the PAWIMSA page. For those of us that are going to the PAW convention in Cincinnati, Ohio, August 10th through the 17th, I would encourage you guys to be a part of the choir at least one day. I am gonna try, I guess. I don't know if I learn those songs, or else I'll be up there singing Watermelon. But yeah, guys, that's what I'm probably gonna do, is sing Watermelon if I don't learn the songs, or if I'm just not gonna get up there and embarrass myself. But yeah, I love you guys. I hope you guys have an awesome day. Happy Friday. Yeah, I talked to my mom today, and she told me it was the day before my birthday. My birthday is tomorrow. I don't know what I'm doing, but happy early birthday to me. Yeah, I'm gonna sift through this basket of stuff and see what I'm gonna buy and what I'm not gonna buy. Oh yeah. And while I'm at it, okay, don't go off yet. Okay, don't go off yet. Okay, before you go like the Push Retreat page, okay, by my friend, my sister, Tashana Burrell. And at the same time, I need you to go follow the Addison Grace Project. Okay, she has 2 books, she and her husband, and they are doing huge things. They have a conference October 4th through the 6th, and I hope you guys go. We will be there. So yes, I ask that you guys go do that. We love you guys. We want you guys to be prosperous, and look out for tomorrow's video. I don't know what time I'm gonna do it, but I'll find time for you guys. This is day 9 of my 90-day consistency challenge. So yeah, see you guys later. I keep like looking around because all these people looking at me now. They can follow me too. They can follow me too. Okay, bye y'all. Love you.